When I was a kid, I used to do these things that my mom would call quick cleans. I would go to my desk and I would quickly clear everything off and shove it all into a desk just to make the clutter go away. Those quick cleans obviously worked in the moment, but they were not very productive in the long term because it would just create a mess even though it was hidden. And it would always seem like that situation would sneak up on me, that things would build up on the desk or in my closet and my laundry would start to overflow or whatever it was. And I would just immediately get overwhelmed and not know what to do other than just clear everything off really quickly. Over the last few years, I've noticed that minimalism is particularly helpful with this kind of situation. In a sense, it sort of creates a personal dashboard for my life. Because they're not that cluttered in any one point in time, when things start to build up, it becomes much more obvious. Imagine yourself taking out your keys, going out to your car, opening the door, and starting the engine. When you first start it, all of those lights turn on your dashboard. And if you're driving along and a light comes on, it's indicating that something is wrong. It's an early warning that allows you to prevent a huge breakdown later on. Each of these things individually is not a large issue in particular, but I see it as an early warning sign that I might be getting out of some of the daily or weekly habits that help keep everything else on the rails. So here are mine. I use an app called Moment to tell me how much time I've spent on my phone each day. And when I start noticing that I'm spending more time on my phone than usual, that is the first indicator that something might be going on. I usually keep my desk pretty clean because I always find that I work best and can focus better when I don't have all that visual clutter. So if there are things starting to collect on my desk, I see that as a sign as well. When my laundry starts to pile up a little bit, it's a definite indicator that I need to get back into the routine of just doing laundry weekly. I usually just do 2 loads, one white load and one dark load, and that can actually wash all of my clothing that I regularly wear. Another really good dashboard indicator that I use is sleep. Every morning I check my Fitbit that I wore throughout the night, which tracks my resting heart rate and movement during the night. And so I have a very clear picture about how I slept the night before. I've generally been against the wearable technology stuff like Fitbits and Apple Watches, but since owning the Fitbit for the last year, I found that the data it provides about resting heart rate and sleep cycles is really actually valuable. The resting heart rate especially because you can track your cardiovascular health and I can know whether I'm making progress as my resting heart rate lowers or if I'm not and it slowly starts to creep up. All of these things work especially well if you've been practicing minimalism or if you've been decluttering different areas of your life. I would highly encourage you to take some time to sort of note and list those areas that you know are the things that really will give you a warning sign when things might be getting stressful so that you don't have to reach that point where everything becomes overwhelming and you have to shove everything in a desk drawer.